The age of cinema, known as New Hollywood, came about in response to the changes of the times, such as society's values, competition with the rise of television, and studios desperate to increase audience attendance. The cultural revolution of cinema would not have happened had the Hays Code not fallen. The Hays Code was a set of rules that films had to follow for nearly 40 years. This video will look at some of the rules of the Hays Code and how they changed cinema, as well as how without them, cinema flourished. The first rule we'll look at is that crime and immorality could never be portrayed in a positive light. In Detour, the original ending was changed from the protagonist walking away a free man to him getting arrested at the end of the film. In New Hollywood, we see characters getting away with crimes they commit and are celebrated in the films. Filmmakers were no longer worried that audiences would try to emulate what they saw on the screen.
Stuck on this.
We see this in Taxi Driver, where Travis Bickle is celebrated for his actions rather than punished, and in The Godfather when Michael Corleone comes out on top at the end of the film.
Of it, with nothing to keep her company but 4 bare walls, a window, and cold steel.
The second rule was that drugs could not be portrayed unless it was as a cautionary tale. Films like Reefer Madness and She Should Have Said No were cautionary tales of the dangers of drugs. Post Hays Code, we see filmmakers who openly admitted to taking psychedelics. In films like Easy Rider, we see drug culture celebrated and portrayed as enjoyable. The third rule we'll look at was that topics which were considered perverse could not be shown unless in a negative way. Topics such as homosexuality and interracial relationships and bestiality could never be showed in a positive light. In Alfred Hitchcock's Rope, we see the 2 murderers portrayed as homosexual, and it is suggested that this and an interest in the arts is what led them to have conducted their sadistic experiment.
Don't have too much time.
With the changes of attitude towards homosexuality, New Hollywood showed different portrayals of homosexuals. In Dog Day Afternoon, we see a homosexual character celebrated by the crowds that gather around the bank. And in Fortune and Men's Eyes, we see a more realistic, non-stereotypical depiction of homosexuality in prison.
Don't push me, faggot.
Oh, shit. You're talking to Queenie, baby. Not your punk, not Mona, and not Katso.
How come you're so smart for a homosexual?
How come you're so dumb for a faggot?
The final rule to be discussed is the ban on any kind of profanity. Under the Hays Code, cursing was not allowed and was punishable by a hefty fine. The strongest example of swearing allowed was the word damn, which is why it was a big deal when it was used in Gone with the Wind.
Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn.
New Hollywood benefited from this rule's death as it was able to use language that was common usage to connect with its audiences, as well as being able to use swearing to enhance the delivery of certain characters' lines.
Hey, get back to your fucking tribe before you get hurt, huh?
You crazy son of a bitch! Fucking son of a bitch, you! I'll kill 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 you! I'll fucking kill you! Crazy son of a bitch! I'll kill you!
Goodness, so.
Now, bullshit! He took my lighter, sir.
These 4 rules are just a fraction of the limitations that were placed on cinema, and how the Hays Code falling out of practice allowed New Hollywood to flourish and helped cinema distinguish itself as an art form.